Okay, so in this series of videos, we're going to begin with the searching the notes, searching photos, sharing notebooks, and tagging. So I'm going to start with searching notes. So you can see I've got 4 notes total in my notebook, and I want to just begin to search them. So I just find a word that I know I'll be able to find. In this case, let's just say it's the word interface. So as I begin to type the word, it's searching all my notes, and it found one note that has the word interface. I can clear that. Evernote does a really good job of finding just its own. I have 2 notes that actually have the word Evernote in them. This one and this one. And in this one it's even highlighted the word Evernote for me. And this one it didn't, because it's in the title. So let's clear that out. Evernote will also search photos. So I know that I have a photo in here, and I'm looking for the word drive. It's found the word drive right here in the photo, as you can see. Searching photos is a feature that you have in the free version. It does take a while, so it won't be available right away. Once you upload the photo, it takes a while for the OCR recognition to happen. So don't expect to upload a photo and instantly be able to search it if it has words in it. So let's clear that out. So you can also, I want to talk about sharing notebooks. I may have talked about this in a previous video, but I want to talk about it again here. So in the notebook section, you can see I have English, AP English, I've got an inbox, I've got a personal box, and I've got an English 1. I can share notes individually, or I can share notebooks. So first, let's talk about just sharing notes. If we go back to our notes, and I want to share these Chapter 1 English notes, I can just email them out to an individual by simply emailing the note. And when I do that, it pulls up an email. I just type in the address book and hit send. I can also CC myself. I usually do that. Okay. So the other thing I can do is post this on Facebook if you've got a Facebook account that's dedicated to your class, Twitter if your class is following you on Twitter, LinkedIn, email. And then if you want to just copy the URL and share it in your class website on your own LMS or whatever, that'll work too. So that's how you share an individual note. Again, those are very static. In the free version, there's no editing features that come along with sharing a note, or even sharing a notebook for that matter. So that's how you can share an individual note. You can see that this note is shared with one other person. It's actually the notebook that's being shared, this English period 1. So let's take a look at the notebooks, and you can see right here that it's got some people next to it. And if I click on this little arrow, it'll actually tell me that I have shared with this other email address of mine. And again, as I said in a previous video, with the free version, they can only view the notes or view notes in activity. Usually view notes is fine. If you're the teacher and you're sharing a notebook with each of the chapter's notes in it, then you don't have to share individual notes. You just share the notebook. Everybody that belongs to the notebook can see it. So you would just simply invite individuals or create a public link. Once you create the public link, you can copy this URL, put it into your LMS, and that link is available to all your students. They click on it and they can see all the notebooks. So let's take a look. Let's highlight this public link here. Let's copy it. And let's just go out to a web page here and see what it looks like. So there's 2 ways to view the notebook. It's saying I can join it or I can just view it. Remember, I made that notebook viewable without logging in, so none of my students have to actually have an account to view this particular notebook, so they can see the notes there. The last thing I want to talk about is tagging. I have no tags showing up over here. So I'm going to start with this English one, and I'm just going to click here, and I'm going to add English. And I'm going to hit enter. Now I've created a tag. You can see tags is now shown up on the left-hand shortcut menu. I'm also going to name it Notes. Now I've created some tags. I'm going to call this, I'm going to add a tag to this one called Evernote. And this one, my personal notebook, I'm going to call it To Do. And this one I'm going to tag Evernote. It pops up. I've already used Evernote before. Great. Now I want to come over here to tags on the left-hand side, and you can see that it's begun to alphabetize my tags for me. I've got one in English. I can click on English and hit Show the Note, and it'll pull up the English tag. You can see up here that it's sorting it. I can just click that out. All my notes come back. Let's go back to tags. I've got two tags with the word Evernote in it. Show those. There they are. Go back. I've got one labeled Notes and one labeled To Do. I can also get a note count. Right? So it's not sorting them by name anymore. It's sorting them by note count, with the highest first, obviously, or it alphabetizes them. From here I can also create new tags. If I want to create a new tag because I teach AP English, I can begin to sort that way. So just to show you how tags work, I'm going to switch accounts here to my other account. And this is kind of what my tags look like. They're all alphabetized here. So if I was looking for something really specific, I went to a conference and it was called ISTE. So if I go to I and I can see ISTE, I've got 43 notes there just related to that ISTE conference, and I can just take a look through those 43 notes and find the one I want. I attended a lot of sessions. I was paperless, so I scanned a lot of business cards. I scanned a lot of propaganda that I came across there. So as you can see, I tagged everything. It's really easy for me to search that. I also went to another conference, QM, and this, again, I can just easily see everything that I did with that conference right at my fingertips. So I think tagging is a really good way to kind of easily keep track of your notes, and especially as you begin to accumulate more and more notes, if you use tagging properly, it makes it very easy to search and sort. So if you're doing research on something, let's say iPads, you can just easily search anything you tagged with the word iPad. Again, tagging is different than it has the word iPad in it. So when I search just for the word iPad in this section here, if I just search iPad, you can see here's iPads, but then I also have tags, iPad and iPads, plural. I should probably merge those together, but I can do it. So this is just searching for anything I've tagged with the word iPad versus anything that has the word iPad in it. Right? So if I just search for the word iPads, it's going to pull up 55 notes that have those words in the note itself versus the tag. So I hope that was helpful. We covered searching notes, searching photos, sharing notebooks, and tagging.